Hi, I'm Karl Maier with Abunden. We run retreats and roundtables that rock your results. Where do we start? One place that I like to start is Simon Sinek's Start With Why. Really interesting book, love some of his videos, really good thoughts. Starting with why is really about what is important to you, what's important to me, why should you care? For me, why do I care? Why do I get up in the morning? Really comes back to my parents' business. My parents had a company. They ran it for a few years. I came in and helped them to grow it from a certain stage, and we were able to, from there, grow it at over 50% a year for 3 years in a row. So had some great success. However, as we grew, different issues came up. Systems, many different things, cash flow. But one of them for us was inventory. And it became very contentious within the family. Eventually, I left the business, and several years later, the company actually failed, went into bankruptcy. The issues that I saw were potentially preventable. At the time, I didn't have the skill set to communicate what was going on and make those changes. That was decades ago. And at this point, I guess, 30 years ago, at this point, I've got a very different perspective. And since then, I've also worked with other companies, closely held companies, help those companies have some great successes. I worked with my in-laws. We expanded the company. We got into 18 states and had some really good successes, but we did have some pricing business model issues that happened and severely limited the company's ability to be profitable and provide for the family. Another company was closely held that I worked for. It had some challenges and had some great success, but then declined very quickly because of some changes in the management of the company. I've worked with companies that have had challenges going up in terms of being able to handle the growth, managing the cash flows, scaling the systems. I've worked with companies that have been stuck and trying to go to that next level. How do they manage to break out of where they're at and go to that next level? I've also worked with companies that have been on the decline and needed to stop the decline, improve cash flow, return to profitability, and then rebuild the company. In all these situations, the theme that I've seen over and over again is the impact on the family, on the people in the family and other employees that are directly involved. It's not just about the money. It's not just the cash flow. It's also about the emotional challenges, problems, stress that comes up to these companies that, from my perspective, is so avoidable. So that's really what gets me up in the morning, is working with companies and helping them avoid that stress, avoid those failures, and taking their business to the next level. If this is something that's interesting to you, love to talk more. Feel free to check out more of my videos on our YouTube, and of course, reach out to us on Facebook or our website.